So right before we head out to lunch, I'm going to tell you a story about a particular type of client. This client wants to do their DevOps transition, and they love to talk about the tool, they love to talk about the processes, but when we start talking about culture, this is the reaction that we get from these guys. This is incredibly demoralizing as a consultant because you want to get in there and you want to do something important, but then you see this resistance. So we thought maybe we should present them with data, and it didn't work. There was no way to convince these guys that there is something more to DevOps than just tools and processes. So we thought, well, design is all about understanding hidden user needs, even though they can't say that they have that need, and creating solutions that meet those needs. What if we use design methods to kick off DevOps projects in new ways? So that drove us to look into design principles. We have identified 5 principles that good designers use when they're creating products that meet end user needs. First, they talk directly with the users. They don't work with product owners or they don't work with like managers. They work with the people who are going to use the products. They welcome ambiguity. They love creativity. They don't just talk about ideas. They give form to the ideas. They co-create in safe settings like design studios. And they make sure that they create in increments. So they experiment, they pilot things, they 20 hours of interviews face-to-face so that we gave people time to express themselves openly. So we learn new things that we wouldn't have otherwise learned if we gave them a questionnaire. One of the other things that you are always asked for when you're a consultant is to come up with some improvements to the existing infrastructure. And to be able to do that, you often get some documents that show how the departments work. And they're often very, very limited. They are maybe like old PDF files that don't show the existing infrastructure. So instead of asking for those, instead of getting those old Visio files, we do end-to-end collaborative process workshops. We invite everyone who is involved from the beginning of a product all the way down to the way that it is released, all the way down to the way that it just blows up in real life. And we ask them about their experiences throughout the process. This helps us understand the end-to-end pipeline a lot better. And it is a fun project because most of the time, teams who have never talked to each other are in the same room for the first time, so there's a lot of fun conversation. The other thing that we do is to invite the same type of people to come up with solutions for themselves. Another thing that the clients always ask for is efficiency. And most of the time, you ask for timesheets and understand how people spend their time. Instead of doing that, we work with clients and run diary studies with them. They basically write down everything that they do, and then together we sit down and reflect on it to see where the inefficiencies are. So why are these important? Why are we talking about design methods to start the DevOps projects? It's because of the human side. DevOps community is very good at coming up with solutions. We know exactly what to measure. We know how to re-architect things. We know how to make things faster. But when your manager gives you grief because they don't understand you as a person, you can't Dockerize your manager. It doesn't work that way. So that is when you have to stop and listen. Listen, not because someone is your employee or because someone is your client, but because they're a human person. And when you can hear what they're about to say with an open heart and without an agenda, only then you can go beyond setting up Jenkins to creating some real value for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the speakers. And in fact, don't leave. I would like to ask all the Ignite speakers on the stage, please. Yes. Let's give them great applause, because, well, what they did was challenging and was great. So there they are. And there is some thanks to them. So give some applause. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Well, I would like to inform you that now there will be lunch, but there at the doors there is feedback wall, and there are sticker papers. So basically you can write what did you like, what you don't, which you would like to change, and just put it on the wall. So, but now it's the very great part of the conference, lunch. So till 1:30 it's lunch, and then at 1:30 we are waiting you here back. So bon appetit.